Hello. It's very important, very important for us to know what the guidelines are from the EEOC concerning vaccines in the workplace. So before I get started, I just want to read a disclaimer. The medical information on this site is provided as an information resource only. It is not a substitute for advice from your physician or healthcare provider. It is not to be used or relied on for any diagnostic or treatment purposes. This information does not create any patient-physician relationship and should not be used as a substitute for professional medical diagnosis and treatment. Please contact the EEOC or CDC for more information. Please consult your healthcare provider before making any healthcare decisions or for guidance about a specific medical condition. This YouTube channel expressly disclaims responsibility and shall have no liability for any damages, loss, injury, or liability suffered whatsoever as a result of your reliance on the information contained on this site and in this video. So it's very important for you to know what's going to happen concerning the vaccines in the workplace. It is. And there's many questions because we need jobs, we need to make money, we need to pay our bills, we have families that we need to support. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world, hello from my heart to yours. I'm going to read another statement. This is a fair use copyright notice. The copyright laws of the United States recognizes a fair use of a copyright content. The videos on this YouTube channel in general may contain certain copyright works that were not specifically authorized to be used by the copyright holders, but which we believe in good faith are protected by federal law and for the fair use doctrine for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, parody, or research, and is not an infringement of copyright. All videos are for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, parody, or research purposes only. We believe this constitutes a fair use of any such copyright material as provided in Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Law. Okay, I got all that out of the way. So I've uploaded a video to the YouTube channel, to the Telegram channel, to the Facebook channel. And it is concerning the new guidelines for the from the EEOC on vaccines. You can see it, but that's me. Sorry about that. You can see it right here. It is an article that was written by this lady. And it is very informative because they are workplaces. It is up to them, they say in this video, that they can. Let me make sure I've got this turned down. The workplaces do have a right with these new guidelines that were implemented because they did need guidance, you all. They didn't know what to do. Can I mandate the vaccine? Can I not mandate the vaccine? So they were looking for guidance, and some guidance was given to them. And see, look at that. So employers can mostly require vaccines for workers returning to the office with guidance from the U.S. Equal Opportunity Employment Opportunity Commission. Okay, they can legally require you to get the vaccine before returning to work. And you know, you may not agree with it, but that is not up for us to make this decision right here. It's not. Yeah, you can require them to be fully vaccinated before coming to work, and you can ask for, I'm just going to go to the very end of the video so you all can see it. It's right here. It's 9 minutes long. I just read is what I did. It says that you can ask employees if they are vaccinated. You can offer incentive to the vaccinated with some caveats, and you can mandate a vaccine for those coming to work. If you decide to mandate the vaccine, you will inevitably face difficult accommodation questions from employees. And if you want an accommodation for not going into work, for not getting the vaccine, you got to have proof. Okay, you have to have proof. You have to let them know. Okay, and it states that pregnant women, you can read it, they can get the vaccine too. Okay, they can. And if you are a vaccinated person, you can ask for an accommodation also, just like the other people, because you may not want to return to work even though you've got the vaccine, because you don't want to get you know what. So it's informative, and this literally broke it down. It is. You can have accommodations under the ADA title right there if you want to ask for a accommodation. Do I like doing this video? No, I don't like doing this video. I don't. But it needs to get out because a lot of people have questions. I didn't know that it was just updated recently, which it needs to be for the guidance for you who go to work and you who may have jobs. It's up to the company whether or not they want to do whatever they want, and they do have the backing. Okay, they do. There's not much more to say. There isn't. Do I like doing this video? No, I don't. Does the information need to get out there? Yes, it does. Most definitely, because we don't have time to read the news. A lot of people don't have time to read the news. I don't read the news. I wouldn't even known what it entailed had I not read that. Okay, I wouldn't have. So, it's okay. It's all right, you all. It is all right. And there are those who, look at that. You cannot do this. It says, the EEOC advises employers to consider whether a vaccine mandate may have an adverse impact on disproportionately exclude employees based on their race, color, religion, sex, national origin, or age. So they have updated the guidances. They should keep in mind that because some individuals or demographic groups may face greater barriers to receiving it, some employees may be more likely to be negatively impacted by the requirement. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. Yeah. Well, stand firm. Yes, Christina, I would encourage everyone to stand firm because, you know, that's your livelihood. It is. This is very, very serious, what's happening, okay, because it's probably global. It is, a lot of it is global, you all. And if you work in retail and hospitality, they say it could be a good thing. They do say it could be a good thing because you got to take in consideration the people who come into your restaurant and or your store because they want to be covered too. And you don't want to fall under liability. You don't. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a downside to it. Okay, look, there's this downside. Employers should also consider the downside to a mandatory vaccine policy. The ability to provide or consider responsible accommodations for those employees with disabilities or religious objections, as recommended by the EEOC. The process should be to announce that the vaccination is mandatory and that requests for reasonable accommodations based on disability or religious objection will be considered. So you got to back it up also, okay? So that's it's a personal decision that you have to make if you are in a job that is going to mandate that. That is your own personal decision. And to be honest, this is it's unsettling for my spirit. It is that it's coming to this. because it really will cause undue hardship on families. Do I agree with it? I don't agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. It's my own personal opinion. So, I don't like reading it. I don't like sharing it. But the information has to get out there because there are questions that need answered. You can go there. You can read it. You can type in EEOC, mandatory, or the guidelines. You can read it for yourself. You can. Is there anything you personally can do to change that? No, there's not. There's things beyond our control. There are. No, there's no fear. It's just sadness. Yeah, it's like you can turn fear into sadness, and it can make you stronger. Your eyes are opened, I hope. I hope they're opened. And you know, for those who get the vaccine, they did what was best for them. They felt led within their spirit. They did. And for those who don't, they did what they felt led within their spirit to do. It's okay. Either way, and nobody should be ostracized regardless. Okay, they shouldn't, because there's no freedom in ostracizing. Okay, there isn't. Yeah, and there are those who have taken the vaccine, and I'm sure they don't like it that the workplace has the say-so with the backing of the EEOC, because they do like freedom also. There's people who have taken the vaccine who are not happy with that either, because they don't want to see people lose their jobs. Okay, they don't. But there's nothing they can do either. Okay, I can look at both sides. I can look at all different types of scenarios, okay? I can. And it's unsettling for everyone involved, you all. It is. It's unsettling for the persons who are doing the hiring, because, you know, they may not agree with what they have to consider before hiring someone. And the person who has to do the firing, you know, they may not agree with having to do that based on guidelines, but then their hands are tied also. And you have managers of companies who have to follow the guidelines of their managers above them. So it's a very, very uncomfortable. It's a very, very sensitive situation for people to be placed in, because people have feelings. We have feelings, and we don't want to see other people disadvantaged by losing their jobs or being turned down for a job. Okay, and it's a very, very heavy weight that people have to carry up on their shoulders, especially if you're a manager and a supervisor, and you have to implement these guidelines that are given to you from someone higher up. So we can't get upset with the managers or the supervisors because we don't know how they're feeling on the inside. Okay, we don't. It's hurting them. It's hurting a lot of them, you all. They're placed in a very difficult situation, and yet they've got jobs and they've got families that they have to feed. It's a win-lose. It really is. You've got to stand strong. You do, because as you get further up the road, there's going to be an impassable fork in the road. It's going to have a big caution sign. It's going to have a big roadblock. And you're going to get that detour. you're going to get that detour, because you know if you continue to go straight, it's going to come to a dead end. You're not going to be allowed to go any further. You're not. You will either take the detour, or you will continue on that road, and you're going to come to a dead end. This is spiritually speaking. So I would encourage you to read the guidelines, because it is very, very important if you have a job outside your home. And it was also mentioned about people who telework. Would you require that of those who telework? And they can. They can require that. So we're living in some very interesting times, you all. We really are. And I can't fault you for the times that we live in, and I can't fault you if I was going to look for a job and you said, "I'm sorry, you have to have the vaccine." I can't fault you for telling me that if that's what your superiors told you. I can't. And if I'm in a job and they've told me I have to get the vaccine and I decide, no, I'm not going to do it, I can't get upset with them because they were told to. I can't. I just have to accept it. Okay, because I can't change the policy of any company. I can't. I can't change the policies that have been put in forth, or the guidelines that were implemented by the EEOC. I can't. I have to accept it. Do I have to like it? No, I don't have to like it. Do I have to agree with it? No. But the law is the law. Okay, it is. Am I for the vaccine? I'm not for the vaccine, and I wouldn't force it, and I wouldn't try to encourage people to get it. Okay, am I going to try to persuade somebody not to get it if they want it? No, I'm not going to do that. That's not up for me, you all. I would encourage you to go to the appropriate medical authorities. Read up yourself. Do your own research. Find the appropriate medical information that you're looking for, and then base your decision on that, or consult with your physician. Okay. I've already read my disclaimer. Okay, I have. I've already read it. It's up to you, you all. The decisions. And I'm sure they'll have to change their guidelines again, further amend them, because there was some shaded areas that weren't too definable in their guidelines. But they're throwing this all together as fast as they can as circumstances change. Yeah. And I thank you all for taking the time to listen. I do. Because like I said, I don't like to do this, but I felt led within my spirit to do this video right here, to read it right here, and then I felt led within my spirit to do this live video on here, and I'm going to end it with the disclaimer. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time as I end this video. The medical information on this site is provided as an information resource only. It is not a substitute for advice from your physician or healthcare provider. It is not to be used or relied on for any diagnostic or treatment purposes. The information does not create any patient-physician relationship and should not be used as a substitute for professional medical diagnosis or treatment. Please contact the CDC for more information. Please contact the EEOC. Please consult your healthcare physician before making any healthcare decisions or for guidance about any specific medical condition. This channel expressly disclaims responsibility and shall have no liability for any damage, loss, injury, or liability whatsoever suffered as a result of your reliance on the information contained in this site and on this video. So with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day and stand your ground. Stand your ground. Remain strong in here in love, and it will give you strength to endure anything that comes your way. It will. You've got to remain strong and stand your ground. Hit that like button, you all. This information's got to get out, and I've put it out here in a very peaceful, loving, informative way. Love you.